We are currently on a fast track to try and help Dr. Swansea. However, I have been meandering around this entire building and feel like I've completely missed something because I am not finding any answers as to his location. So it's a bit frustrating. I've looked, he's clearly down there. How we get there though, I'm not sure. I'm clearly missing picking something up. Because it says gather information about Swansea's work. So, where is that? Drop. Hello. Thanks for playing. Next.
Oh, it smells like rotten meat.
Ugh. There is nothing here. Let me just have a quick look at my items, right? How do we do that? The entire game and I still can't remember how to use the situation. I've got a fork. Aren't I lucky? Nothing's shining at me.
I cannot enter.
Mother, may I? Seriously? Can I enter? What is it I'm missing here? I feel like I've been around the entire building, dudes, and I've not seen a freaking thing. Is there an office or something? Look, no doors that I can enter. No door. Go into the main lobby. Let me double check. Have I gone close to this? Yep, there's nothing there. Same door for same area, right? Yeah. We came from the left. Can't go in there.
We cannot be defeated.
That just goes back down. Like, I'm more inclined to think I'm just being completely blind than there's a glitch. But, dudes, what am I missing here?
Don't forget to check every door.
I'm trying to check every door, dude. It's not getting me anywhere. I need to go down, not up. Have I missed reading something? There's got to be something. It reloaded because I ended the last episode and haven't played in a while. So I'm hoping it's just something I've missed. Aubrey. How do you know if they're red or not? Oh, my life. Hopefully we've got there, Jonathan. McCullum's report. I just finished reading Doris Fletcher's journal. As painful and dreadful as it was, my God, the woman planned to see everyone in London afflicted by inflicting all who would come to her next play. Then why am I being blamed if you've read her diary? It helped me understand greatly what's going on. Doris Fletcher's real name was Doris Jones. She was the daughter of some Harriet Jones, yes, who has been treated as a patient for a long time at the Pembroke Hospital. She clearly hated her mother, but used her fame and notoriety to see her while visiting the poor and sick in the East End. I don't know exactly what happened then, but this is how her mother infected her before returning to the theatre, and how she turned into that monstrosity that the leech known as Jonathan Reid finally defeated. The presence of that vampire in the same hospital where Harriet Jones was treated can't be a coincidence. I'm convinced he's deeply involved with the vampire plague going on in London right now. I'm also convinced Swansea is his accomplice, and that those two are planning something more terrifying. Well, that's a lot of assumption, huh? More terrifying than anything the Guard has ever faced. Maybe I should take some time to read the old books and manuscripts the Guard still possess to get some answers. Damn, it's a long letter. It may prove useful. In the meantime, I better send some patrols to investigate about what's occurring. It took me 2 days to pass through the dusty registers and books we keep in the vault. God, I hate losing time like this. The search did prove useful, for once. I found 2 pages that could be related to our present situation and a copy of William Marshall's memoir. I took them with me to read more carefully. This creature, Marshall, says he fought in 1666... okay. The disaster that aimed to destroy London is very similar to what happened with Doris. Disease, infection, hate of the living, a desire to see the city ransacked. I've no doubt now that the bloody old leech of William Marshall is behind all this and that he is back. This could be our greatest accomplishment. If the Guard could at least find and destroy that old bee, I believe what Marshall did is exactly what Reid is now trying to do. Did the creature, this disaster, escape their will? Is it why Marshall destroyed him in 1666? And Reid did the same with Doris, before she became such a creature? I don't know, but those two are clearly working together. Clearly. And Swansea's helping them. I will immediately give orders to have him arrested and interrogated. As for Reid, I'll destroy him myself, and then we'll deal with William Marshall. And this disaster thing. And the disaster thing, you know. Pre will prevail once more.
Doris Fletcher was about to become a disaster. I'm getting close to having all the evidence.
Finally! Oh my god, guys, I'm so happy we got there. It must have been because it reloaded and I just wasn't seeing it, which is what I expected, and it was frustrating as heck. Okay, moving on. Are we saying that beast that we keep seeing is William Marshall? You know, the horned guy that keeps making a random appearance. I was bitten by the William Marshall. Level 29 against a level 32. This is gonna go swimmingly. Lego.
It's locked.
Okay.
Go home, sir.
Nah, mate. I think we're gonna have a bit of a tussle.
I'm talking to you.
Nice gun. Thanks, though. Didn't lose that much health, all things considered. Quite proud of myself there. I'm kind of liking a melee playthrough. I've never done it before. And I like it. Makes it feel different, you know? Can I have the code?
It's locked, all right.
Is the code right here? William Marshall, the Vampire Knight. Forget the legend about the man, the one most of you never heard of. You lazy bees. Forget the empty tomb in Temple Church. Forget the death of those among us who died to try locate him. We, the guard, now that he is still hiding somewhere, know that he is still hiding somewhere, that's the only fact we must keep in mind. Another small detail we need to keep in mind, this little effer is clever. How many times have we thought we had cornered him, to finally only find dust and cobwebs? Marshall has been a vampire for thousands of years. We're no match until we change our plans concerning his hunt. So here are a few questions for you. Lazy bees. It's a lot of swearing in one now. And I want all of them answered before speaking of another great hunt to pin the leech down. Who helped him escape his den under Temple Church? We know now for a fact that a private contractor was paid to move a large coffin from the church a few years before we investigated the tomb. What exactly did the traitors of Brotherhood of St. Paul discuss with Marshall when they met in 1785 in London? The report of this meeting's been burnt, but witnesses remain of a request made by Marshall to access a specific book in their library. Why does the monstrosity known as Lady Blackwood seem linked to Marshall? Blackwood? Was her last name Blackwood? What? They exchanged letters. She went to London to meet him in 1786, according to the Brotherhood spies. She tried to discreetly buy his castle in Wales. Damn, money. Before fleeing when spotted by a fearless mentor, Kendall Stone. See the pattern? What happened during these few years? Why such agitation and activity? Answer these questions, my brothers, and you will find the path to our most eminent foe, William Marshall, oldest vampire of England to survive our righteous wrath. Well, they said that I was bitten by an old one, huh? So that's what they're getting at. Have I seriously not found all the letters? Because, ouch. I've still got... Oh my. Okay. Here's what it is. Damn! Seriously? Okay. The memoirs that were just mentioned above... Well, just now. The Motherhood of the St. Paul Stole finally agreed to meet me in London. They proposed to meet inside the new Cathedral of St. Paul. I like the wit and solemnity of these men. What a symbol, to choose the place where I defeated this disaster, but also the place where I fell. I agreed to their proposition. There, in the sacred silence of the church and under the eye of God, they respectfully listened to me. They acknowledged my victory against this evil creature, the Dus Astro, the Eater of Stars, who only wished to spread death and pestilence all around her. Since they acknowledged my will to save London, they heard my request, my burning desire to stop the blood of hate. Their primate promised to come back to me with an answer. The primate of St. Paul wrote back to me with just a name, the Tear of Angels. According to him, this ancient artifact could heal anything, cleanse any blackened soul and purify my blood. Blessed be the Lord, it took me more than 100 years to find a cure for the blood of hate, but I may finally have found it. Soon the rage shall end, soon I may repair the wrong I did and cleanse my failures. Now all I need to do is retrieve the necessary ingredients to create the artifact. Blood of the purest heart mixed with the blood of a king. To find such rare ingredients is not what worries me the most, for time is on my side. It's the last part that worries me. Pure essence of garlic. I'm afraid it will literally hurt like hell when I drink the antidote, but if that's the price to pay to cleanse my soul and correct my mistakes, I'm ready to endure this excruciating pain. Okay,
Blood
I'm a bit
of
confused.
Pure heart, garlic, blood of a king. I don't understand. Perhaps this is what McCullum drank. I had better keep that in mind.
Okay, we're talking about humans
It's
drinking
locked.
it. Because I'm pretty sure they said garlic makes no difference to a vampire earlier in this playthrough, so yeah. Sup, Swansea? I was going to say what happened to you, but I did. My bad.
Edgar.
Doctor?
Edgar, can you hear me? Jonathan, is it really you?
Easy. Easy. Save your strength. I'm getting you out of here.
Don't try to spare me. As a physician, I know all too well when it's too late.
Is it?
Punctured
You've been
lung,
beat up. Oh.
broken ribs, internal bleeding.
Oh.
An accurate diagnosis, wouldn't you say?
Edgar, what happened?
They wanted me to confess. Beat me black and blue.
Geoffrey McCullum ambushed me at the Pembroke Hospital. He was convinced you and I were responsible for the Skal epidemic.
I never imagined that self-righteous fanatic would dare to attack us in the open. What became of him?
To prove him wrong, I let him go.
Really? Are you sure that was the wisest course of action?
No.
Time will tell. The most intriguing part of his accusation was that you and I were the pawns of some ancient vampire.
William Marshall. Yes, they tortured me to make me confess the same nonsense.
Is Jonathan really not putting this together?
I think you're hiding something, Edgar.
What do you mean?
William Marshall, for example. You speak of him as if you know him. How is that?
Jonathan, I cannot say I'm ready for another round
Well,
of
you haven't got
questions.
much longer, mate. Get it out.
Why would the Guard of Priwen believe you and I created the vampire epidemic?
Maybe due to our profession. Because I offered you shelter in my hospital.
What can you tell me about William Marshall?
Not much. History paints the story he was the greatest knight who ever lived. Amongst the immortals, he had a yet greater legend.
Why is the Guard of Priwen so obsessed with him?
He was the only ancient vampire to escape the first great hunt launched by the Guard of Priwen in 1854. They believe he's an evil creature plotting his return.
Why would he deserve such a reputation?
I cannot say. The Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole has next to no intelligence on him. All I know is that he's supposed to be the oldest of all the British vampires.
While investigating the epidemic, I read some of McCullum's findings. I think you have some explaining to do.
I have nothing to hide, Jonathan. Nothing at all.
Do you know Doris Fletcher's real name?
No, I'm afraid not.
Her real name was Doris Jones. She was the daughter of Harriet Jones.
What do you want me to say, Jonathan?
Oh, my life. Why is it so hard? Just answer the freaking question.
Do you remember when we suspected Sean Hampton of killing Harriet Jones?
Yes. The terrible episode that came as a shock to us all.
Harriet Jones faked her own death. When I found her in the sewers, she confessed she wanted everybody to pay for what happened to her.
That woman was extremely bitter, full of hatred and festering anger.
Doris Fletcher visited her mother at the Pembroke Hospital. That's how she first got infected.
I know nothing about that. Miss Fletcher once came to visit the sick. That is all I know.
No, Edgar, there is more. Doris Fletcher was Harriet Jones's daughter. They exhibited the same symptoms: blind hate and strong physical mutation.
What does this sad story have to do with us?
Oh my. Do you know where we are?
Do you know where we are? Doris Fletcher's theatre. This is where that hateful creature plotted to spread the epidemic across London.
I only briefly met Miss Fletcher once when she visited the Pembroke Hospital. You say it was to see her mother. She seemed like such a sweet and graceful woman.
My point exactly. The disease turned her into a bitter soul, driven by vengeance just like her mother, a symptom of all the infected patients.
Certain diseases are known to produce similar effects. Rabies, for example. And rabies is not the devil at work.
Come on, Edgar. Don't you see the pattern here? The epidemic, the link between Doris and Harriet, the suspicion of McCullum?
How could I? I never saw Harriet Jones again after she fled the hospital.
Doris and Harriet shared more than a hidden family bond. They were the embodiment of the epidemic and are linked to the Pembroke Hospital. Come on, Edgar, this is no coincidence.
I swear I'm at a complete loss. All I did was administer vampire blood to cure old Harriet. There was no evil plan, no diabolical plot.
You did what?
I tested the regenerating and healing properties of vampire blood on Harriet Jones. My only intention was to find the cure for influenza, I swear.
Whose blood did you use? William Marshall's? Mine?
Lady Ashbury's.
Oh my.
While transfusing her with human blood, humanely appeasing her hunger, I also kept samples of her blood for my research.
You used her blood on Harriet Jones? My God, Edgar, that's unethical. You betrayed 2 of your patients at the same time.
Right, I admit it. I boldly ventured into experimental realms, but I've killed no one to appease my thirst for knowledge, Jonathan. I'm no murderer.
I never asked to become what I am, Edgar. You chose to conduct your rogue experiments.
You have worked beside me. You saw what I'm doing at Pembroke Hospital. Jonathan, you know I'm not an evil soul. Just another victim of this tragedy.
Oh no. Oh, I don't like these decisions. I don't know what to do, guys. I haven't got 3000 XP, so I don't know how I'm going to do that unless I got it from this achievement. Why would I want... I don't want to end him. So it's between let him die naturally or turn him. What good is he to me? He's clearly unethical and dodgy. I don't know. Why would I want to turn him? Is he... But the whole area of the hospital relies on him, right? So that'd be another area where I get rid of the pillar. Oh, life. Okay. First time for everything.
No, Edgar, you are not going to die. Unless you want to.
What do you mean?
I can save you, Edgar. I can turn your broken body into one like mine.
You truly would? After all I've done, after all that's been said, you would offer me this gift?
I have
Gift?
no way of knowing which punishment would be worse, Edgar. But it is not for me to decide. So?
Oh, please, Jonathan, please. I beg you. This is what I've always wanted. This is what I've always searched for.
Oh,
Very
no.
well, then.
Oh, I shouldn't have done it then. If I'd known that previously. I'm an idiot.
Prepare to die and be reborn. To face an eternity of guilt.
I'm ready. Oh, indeed, I am ready.
I made a big boo-boo. That is disgusting.
Enough!
Why is everyone so keen to be a vampire? I don't get it. I need to destroy Harriet? Oh no. It's his fault though. Oh, thank you so much for watching if you've got this far. We're gonna sort out Harriet in the next episode, but until then, have a good one.